Hey guys, so welcome back. My name is Vagabond. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, forget to YouTube, YouTuber things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, do what you want. But I would really fuck with it if you subscribe though. You're trying to make a living out of this. So besides that, I got a story time. How I got jumped being better. So when I was younger, I used to live with my grandpa, my father, and I used to play football. I used to play football a lot. Like I was pretty good. I was pretty fast, and I could run through motherfuckers. Right? So I was about what 11, 12 at this time, and there's these two kids from down the block who came to visit their friend, to visit their cousin, which was my friend that lived all the way down the block from me. So they were like, "Yo, you trying to play football?" I'm like, "All right, fuck it," because I love football. Football is my passion. So we playing, right? It's two of them, it's one of me. I'm whooping their ass. First, we play Smear the Queer. Smear the Queer is when you run back and forth. So imagine there's two touchdowns, of course. One touchdown. You run to the other side, two touchdowns. And while you're trying to run to each side, they're trying to stop you. And every time they don't stop you, you get a point. So they couldn't stop me. So they said, you know what? Let's play unfair. So we were just going to play regular football. It was only one of me, so I had to be the quarterback. I had to be the running back. I had to be the lineman. I had to be this. I had to be everything. They could not stop me for shit. They sucked at it. They got salty because they couldn't beat a linebacker, a running back, and a wide receiver at football who's been playing most of his life. They had no football experience. They didn't know how to juke. Only thing they knew how to run forward is tackle. And they put their head down when they tackle. And they know that. They don't even know the basic technique, and I know all of it. They went and got their cousins. You know what they said? They said to their cousins that I said fuck their auntie, and their auntie is a bitch. When the fuck did I say that? Did I say it when I was bowling you over? Did I say it when I was breaking your ankles? When did I say that? I didn't. That's the thing. They were so salty, and they were like ghetto kids. They were ghetto as fuck. They were like fake hood thugs. The ones in high school that walk around with their pants sagging, they wear shiesty, and man, they talk like this. My mama could, and they do this. They do this. Watch. My mama could. Fucking uneducated and uncouth as fuck, right? One of those, right? They come back with a little kid, and they come back, and I'm like, what is this? The little kid is cussing me out. What the fuck is? I'm like, oh, but me being a little ass, I'm like, oh, he's so cute. Who taught him this? His mom? Oh, he's so adorable. He threw his toy at me. So they leave. They come back with two more dudes. They're like, you break my little cousin's toy. I'm like, he threw it at me. I'm like, nah, we heard that you that you broke it. I'm like, no, he threw it at me. Why the fuck would I break it? That doesn't make any sense. So they come back with more dudes, and they're all family. Now there's like, I'm 12, I'm 11, 12 at the time. They got two 16-year-olds with them, two 13-year-olds, a couple other people. Like, these motherfuckers are young. I mean, these motherfuckers are older than me, and they're more than me. So you see where this is going, right? You see where the jumping is about to come in, right? And all because I was better than them. And you might be saying, oh man, no, you deserve that shit. You probably did say fuck the auntie. I went The auntie that they were talking about, I knew her. I lived on this black block for about 2, 3 years. So did she. I would go over there and I would talk to her every time. She was one of the sweetest ladies. I would never disrespect her because I had no reason to. I was born right. I wasn't born a fucking hooligan. I wasn't born an asshole. My dad had a truck at this time. They stood in the bed. So they got up on top of my dad's truck. and then they were surrounding me. So it was like I was getting surrounded by what the Akatsuki, right? I was like child Naruto with no jutsus, no taijutsu, no hands. It was looking bad, bad. And I remember I had a bat in my hand. It was a metal bat. I wasn't gonna. I was too afraid. I was too scared. I didn't know what self-preservation was. I was afraid because I just didn't have the balls to do it. Because I didn't know how much danger I was in. Now, if I was teleported back to that moment, hell yeah, I would have split wigs left and right. It would have looked like a goddamn watermelon smashing contest. But at the time I was so young, I didn't understand, like, in a sense, the danger I was in. Because when you get jumped, I mean, all it takes, even when you're fighting one on one, all it takes is one wrong move and you could die, or the person that's fighting you could die. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So imagine people that are older than you and there's just more people surrounding you. Yes, like there's a greater chance of you dying. There's a greater chance of you getting fucked up. Like you could get your ass killed. You know what I mean? So I just remember them hitting me. That's all I remember. I think no. I remember it was this one dude I knew, right? And it's funny because I ended up meeting this dude again, and I saw two dudes. And I remember he was in wrestling, and I was in wrestling when I met him like 2 3 years ago, and he was like a country or a town champion, and we was wrestling, and we couldn't get each other down because he wasn't better than me and I wasn't better than him. It was like a tie. So I kind of felt, revenged back then. Because let me tell you this. Let me tell you how this is funny. He went behind me, he picked me up, and he slammed me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't know what to do because I was like, what is going on? Why am I getting hit? I didn't do anything. So I'm getting jumped. But the thing is, I'm smart enough to know that the back of my head, my chin is the most valuable areas. So I'm covering up like this. And they're just hitting my back, right? Hitting my back. But see, it doesn't hurt because the back can take more damage than anything else. So it didn't hurt me. I wasn't hurt physically. I was just hurt emotionally because my ego was hit. It didn't hurt. Like I'm telling you, like even when they were hitting me, it didn't hurt because they were weak, but it hit my ego. And for some reason, I didn't fight back. I don't know if it was because I was scared. I don't know if it was because I was lost, but I didn't get knocked out. I didn't get dazed. The slam didn't even hurt. I mean, like I played football. I was used to getting put on my ass. And it was the saddest thing because I remember my friend. I had a friend. I'm gonna call him D. I'm not gonna say his real name. He was there. Wait, no, he wasn't there for the first part. And then I remember a couple of minutes later, I think he came over my house because they were jumping me. Came behind me, slammed me. They jumped me. They left. I remember my friend D. He came over. He's like, "Bro, what happened? Like these dudes down there jumped me." And it's crazy that he knew these dudes. He knew these dudes, and he was trying to talk to them, right? And we go down there and talk to him, and then they jump both of us. They jump both of us. So now we go back to the house. He hit me in my nut. The dude who slammed me hit me in my nuts for the second time. Why did I go over there? Because I was a peaceful kid. I tried to make peace. I tried to make peace. And I left, right? I went back to my grandma's house and I had this old rusty sword. I still have it there, but it fell behind my dresser. I had this rusty sword and I was like, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to do it, but I wouldn't. The moment I grabbed that sword, I broke down in tears and I was like, my pride and ego can't handle it. My friend is telling me, "Come on, bro, let's go, let's fight back. Come on, bro, we gotta go. We gotta talk this out. We gotta see why they so angry." And I was hurt. I was like, "Nah, bro, I can't." And think of it, that was such a pussy move because I should have just went up there and killed one of the motherfuckers. Cause I knew, nigga, getting jumped twice, me pulling out a weapon and having a sword, nigga, I could have got away with that shit, nigga. But I digress. And that's all I remember of that day. And I remember after that, I promised myself that I would never ever experience that ever again. I used to go to school with them. I remember they made fun. That's why we jumped you. I don't see how you brag about jumping somebody. I don't see why you would do that. You know what I mean? Because you're a bitch. I mean, it depends on what the dude did. Like, if he was a white dude against three black dudes, he was like, "You fucking," and all three black dudes beat your ass. Well, you deserve that one. But you whooping somebody ass because they better than you at something. Well, that's just to be expected. How are you gonna get mad at a professional and you're an amateur? Like, how are you gonna get mad at a person that's been doing something longer to be better than you and try to get people to jump them just because they have more skills than you? It doesn't make any sense. But I promised that day I would never let that happen again. And that's what eventually, you know, and there was one more thing before that when I was in Vegas. There was something that happened to me. And then I used to live in Vegas. It was that. And then it didn't really ignite, right? Because there was just two things that happened to me in Vegas. I made a video about that. It was like I was too young, but I knew it happened. And then it was the jumping. And it was like you threw all those in the fire and that's what eventually became me today. Like I trained hard. Like I had fun training. I had fun getting stronger. I remember there was this one time, like I said, the dude that kicked me in my nuts and slammed me. I I saw him because I used to wrestle in high school. I saw him in wrestling practice, and he was like the country champion or the town champion. No, he was the city champion, right? And this is my first year of wrestling. It was my second year wrestling, whatever. And he wasn't all that for a city champion. He really wasn't. He couldn't get me down, but I can say I couldn't get him down. But he wasn't stronger than me. But he did have endurance though, and he couldn't slam me. I think I ended up slamming him. It kind of felt good, but you know. And I seen another person, and I wanted revenge so bad. I wanted revenge so bad. I saw this dude who was one of the dudes. It was one of the 16-year-olds that was in the school, and I was like, man, I want to get my revenge so bad because at that time I had taken up martial arts. I had trained my body. I had trained with weapons. I was like, I could fuck this motherfucker up if I wanted to right now. But I decided not to because at the end of the day, they are one of the reasons I am so strong now. And I know there's like a pacifist way of going about it, but it's a smart way because if I were to get my revenge on them right now, I wouldn't feel anything because I know I could anytime I wanted to because they're just that insignificant now. You know what I mean? Even if they try to jump me, it wouldn't work anymore. It wouldn't. It's like a elephant. It's like ants trying to jump an elephant. It won't work anymore. With just one step of my foot, it's like you're all swept away. It just it hurt seeing them too, and just thinking about the mental damage that it caused. And it wasn't even physical. Like I said, it didn't hurt besides being kicked in my nuts, but it didn't hurt physically. It just hurt my ego. It hurt it. It hurt my pride as a man. I felt very weak, especially as a 12-year-old boy. You're still trying to grow into a man. I felt very weak, very weak. And then here's it is now. I just won't ever allow that to happen. I will kill somebody before I get jumped again. Not with a gun, but with my bare hands. With my bare hands. I'll put my knives down. Always carry knives on me at all times. I will put my knives down and kill them with my bare hands before I get jumped again. Fuck all that bullshit. I will gouge your eyes out. I will rip your throat out. I will punch you in your sternum. I will crack your chest. I will break your fucking ribs. I will break your fucking leg. I will break every bone in your body before I let anybody jump me again, because I never ever want to experience that pain ever again. And I can't even be mad at them anymore because they are easy pickings like a motherfucker. Easy pickings. That was at the same time, I wish I never let them go because I had the chance to fuck them up years later. But I was like, I'm already stronger now. I wouldn't feel any better fucking them up because I know if I were to fight, I wouldn't have stopped because I would have probably, if for those who've ever been angry, You know when you're angry and you're crying. Now, can you imagine being on top of somebody and pummeling down on them, you know, punching them and crying at the same time and think about everything that they've ever done to you? You're not going to stop. You're going to end up fucking somebody up. And at that time, what? That was my senior year. No, that was my junior year. Can't afford to get expelled. There were so many factors that played into that, and I felt relieved at the fact that I could fuck them up anytime I wanted. Because after a while, I remember I told the dude, "Listen, I want to handle this outside of school. I actually told him I wanted to get my get back." What? One of his friends tried to step out of line. We went into the bathroom. He wouldn't come in. He didn't want to fight me. He said he wanted to fight me, but when I got him, he tried to fight me 3 times and he walked away all 3. I shouldn't have let him walk away, but I did. See, you know, it's just cowards. Anybody who jumps because they're better at you or something, or you're jumping them just over some stupid reason that's not even a valid reason, you're a fucking coward and you will get what's coming to you one day. It may not be me who does anything to those people, right? Because they live street lives. They're going to get killed one day. They're going to get shot one day. They might get a mailbox to the face one day. I don't know. Do I wish? Do I wish I would have got my get back? Yes, I really do. I really do. But I didn't. Because I tried to be the bigger man. Now all that trauma I had, that shit. When I was training, I was doing martial arts. I'm like, that shit out the window now. I was ready. I was ready. At that point, I was thinking, if I fight this dude's friend, I'm not gonna stop there. If I don't get caught fighting him, I'm gonna fight him, and I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fuck him up. It was gonna be like some Manwa walking around in the school finding motherfuckers type shit. But I was like, no, I'm not doing that. It's too much. It's too much. They know they can't beat me now. They know they can't beat me. That's why they never try to get into any physical altercation with me ever again, especially not at the school. Never. But that's the story about how I got jumped, and that's what led me to one of the reasons that led me to train so fucking hard and to learn how to fight. Yeah, yeah. I hope every last one of you enjoyed this shitty ass story. It's still shitty for me because it doesn't hit deep or burn deep. Every time I feel it, it's like this hatred comes up. You know what I mean? But besides that, I hope each and every last one of you have a great day. Thank you for supporting me. Without further ado, this video is over.